Hey there, y'all. It's Disney D Prince here today. Today I am doing a new company unboxing, and that is Integrity Toys. And today, after Integrity Toys launched their new line of doll bodies that were available, I picked up all of the male dolls because these are not made to move dolls by Mattel. They are the Integrity Toys dolls, and they are an individual toy company. They are 12.5-inch dolls, if you can see that. So there are 3 different male bodies that they released recently, and that is the Monarchs Homme in the Nubian skin tone, the Fashion Royalty Homme in a Fashion Royalty black skin tone, and the Fashion Royalty Homme in a new Hispanic skin tone. These are an American company. It's out of Maryland. And they are designed in America, made in China. I've heard wonderful things about the Integrity Toy dolls. I've never actually bought one before because they are so much more expensive than I'm usually willing to pay. With the articulated doll bodies, though, these retailed online for $40 each. And you don't get any accessories, you don't get any heads, not a blank head or anything, literally just the body. So I did get these 3 because I've never had them. And I figured I would give a review. I don't know if there's a huge difference in between the Monarchs and the Homme. It's so weird when they do it Homme like that, because I'm so used to saying l'homme, because there's usually an L in front of that in French. But anyway, we do have much more defined musculature. These dolls do have nipples. This one's even got a package outline. The others don't. I think that's the difference between the Monarchs and the Fashion Royalty. But let's get it out and compare it to some of our made-to-moves on our Council of Kens. So I am going to look at the Monarchs first. So here he is out of the box, or out of the bag. There's no like other packaging that comes with this. These are not meant to be in decorative boxes. These are pure like replacement bodies for crafting purposes, which I love that they have that option. The only thing I wish they sold their head sculpts individually, because their head sculpts are beautiful, and I would kind of be willing to reroute a doll from Integrity Toys if they sold them directly. You can find them on like AliExpress and things like that, but it just feels cheap to not buy directly from the company. So let's look at the articulation. So that's about all you get on the arm articulation. The wrist does go to about 90. Arms stop at that point of the shoulder. They don't go to a full 90 degrees until you go at like that. It does go like all the way up like that. The elbows don't overextend. So these, I don't know if they are as posable as a made to move, but they do have the articulated ankles. These ankles, well, this one does. For some reason, that one does not feel as done. Weird. But look at the sculpt on those feet. That is great. But very big feet. I don't know if Ken's shoes will fit on these. I know like Ken's shorts will, but these are a different size. Like, let me show you the size disparity between a Ken doll body and a Fashion Monarchs. So if their feet are both on the ground, make sure Ken is standing at full attention. So, I mean, Ken's shoulders only come up to his nipples. The necks are of similar size, similar thickness. So I'm pretty sure Ken doll heads do work on these bodies from what I've seen on Instagram and things like that. But it's going to be about matching your skin tones. That's how the sitting goes. For knees, it goes to about that. So I would say the articulation on these goes to about the level of like a fashionista Ken. You do have more of a click elbow. Or a click knee, as you can hear. It does snap into that upright position pretty easily. And then you do have this torso articulation right there, so you can do a little bit more of a bend, or you can be more straightforward. He doesn't really go slump-shouldered, which is fine. Much more defined abs. The defined musculature is kind of one of the draws of these, I think. That and the really good hand molds and feet molds. So as far as like being able to sit, like the articulation, the lateral on these is not great. Like, they can sit like that with their legs closed, but like they don't really man spread that much compared to our Ken dolls that can pretty much are made to move Kens that can pretty much do the splits. I was hoping for a little bit better articulation on these. Like, I do love them. Like, the bodies themselves don't feel cheap. The elbows look much more natural. The knees are virtually invisible, which I love. But our main issue is the posability. So let's see just how comparatively we're gonna tilt down so I can show you guys a little bit more. So I'm gonna pull our Ken that's over here with the darkest skin tone that we have for Barbie. So he is a couple of shades darker, which I love. Unfortunately, that means not a lot of heads are going to fit him. But we are going to try and see what we've got. Because I think I do have one head that's going to fit that skin tone. I'm hoping. But look at how wide Ken's legs go compared to how wide the oh, well, maybe I was just being a little too careful with the joints. Maybe they can go about the same distance. Maybe it just takes a little bit of... Because they do have like a weird joint under there, so it's on a ball. Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon on that. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, so that's fine. So that is how that works. Let's show the knee articulation. This compared to our made to move knees. Yeah, no question. The made to move knees are much more posable than the Monarchs knees. And it's going to be the same with the elbows. But with that, you are sacrificing the visibility in these joints because these arms are much more noticeable compared to what we have with the fashion royalty. Like, there's no upper joint right there, but we can twist these arms right there. You're just not going to get that bicep movement, which is why I say it's probably about the same articulation as the fashionistas. Which actually I have articulated fashionista bodies right here. So give me just a minute. I gotta break into the head box real quick. I was gonna do this a little later, but I want to show you guys how it looks compared to a fashionista can. But again, all three of these are new skin tones compared to what we have. So that is always a plus. But here, let me show you guys. So here is one that is articulated. I thought it had knees. Here's the one with knees. So about the same level of articulation. Same level of articulation at the knees. So it's that same style of articulation. This one actually doesn't have the hip articulation. And there's something in here that's not on there, right? But this is also an older doll. Then again, same arms, no knee articulation. And those are just ones that I had that I didn't want to toss. But, so this is the darkest skin tone that we have, which is what that body originally had. So he's not a perfect match. He would fit on there. I'm gonna see if I have any other Ken dolls that are gonna fit that, maybe. I don't think I do, unfortunately. I was hoping he was gonna be a perfect match. This is our middling skin tone. But very cute. But again, this is the darkest Ken that I have. I think there's one more that's darker, but I'm not sure. I know there's a girl that's this shade. I have not seen if there is a Ken in this shade of fashionista or just any doll at all. But I am going to hold on to this doll because what I may do is just color match one of these heads, or maybe not one of the rooted heads, but one of the painted heads. Like maybe this one. I'll color match it to this and then just repaint his face. Just because I want to have a good head on this body. That actually looks nice. Maybe I'll use this one, right? This would be a fun head to color match to that. But, so that's what we've got for these. They are very pretty. Compared to what you're getting value-wise, these are display dolls. That's what they're for. These are meant to be displayed like standing. That's about it. A couple of them sitting. These just don't have the posability that MtM has. But they are bigger, which I do like, so you can actually have some height variety. So this one is going to stay in his bag for now because I don't have a head that will match him. And then we're going to try and see if I've got some heads that will match the other bodies. So this one I hope is going to be our missing darker skin tone. And this is actually the Fashion Royalty body. So it's not as defined in the pecs. That big bulge is not nearly as outlined. And then we do have this lateral movement that we didn't really get with the Monarchs. So a little bit more articulation on these. They did not have every single color available. This is entirely just what they had. I know I saw one that's in here that I need. So here we have this guy. And I'm pretty sure this is the missing skin tone that I needed. Because he's a pretty freaking close match. Like, especially on camera, he looks really close. Compared to these two, which we have. These are our other two skin tones for Ken. See, this is still lighter. This is the darker. This is the darkest. And then that Nubian would be the one in between. So he's nice and soft. There's not a ton of peg on these. And when I put him on, that's what he looks like. So it is a bit of a snug fit right there on the head, but it does work. And he looks really pretty, I think, in my opinion. Because I loved this head when it came out. Because it's one of the few actual hair heads for Ken that we've gotten recently. So I am happy with this. So he is going to be much taller than his Ken fellows. As you can see, he still is a little slightly darker than the skin tone, but it's a much closer match than this one was. Because that is a lot lighter than he is. So he looks really good. Again, that head process was really easy to put on. So he looks spectacular. That head is a lot more firm on his neck than the Ken dolls are, but that's okay. He still looks really good. And then this is kind of that missing skin tone that I was hoping that Cam was going to be. I was hoping that Cam was going to be this tone, but he's not. He has a much more yellow tone, this body, than Cam does, because he was very close to the original MtM. But again, this is lighter by a couple shades than this one. And here's our original MtM. And again, a much different tone than this one, a yellow to a peach tone. And actually, this Ken may be no, he's fine. I don't know if I have any body matches for him. The problem with when I ordered these is it didn't show them in actual light. All it did was give me a skin tone color. So we got what we got, you know? So I don't think I have one that's actually going to match. Charming head's pretty close. Prince Charming head's pretty close. This may be the one, but he's actually a really firm head. I'd have to, let's see. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna need to be heated up before I put him on. But he's gonna need to be repainted anyway, because look at that, he's got paint missing. This was a thrift store doll. This was a Disney doll, but I'm pretty sure it was Mattel that made this one. But very pretty face, very much still in the Ken color scheme. Everything's still in proportion. So I think this will be the one that goes on him. But again, this body, let me change up my lighting to give you more of a white light. So under the white light, you can really see that slight difference where he is more yellow than the head. Under a natural light, it looks a little more in tune. And then under the yellow light, you really don't see much of a difference, which I was using today. So kind of cool. Not a ton of head options for that one. Maybe Flynn also, I don't know. But again, I feel like this one is probably going to be a better match for Barbie. This one is just definitely Flynn Rider. He's a really fun sculpt, but he'd also be really hard to stick on that body because his neck is already thinner. Oh, this was the one I was hoping was the match for this. He's pretty freaking close, actually. And this is one of our new fashionista Kens, the undercut one. He's pretty close. He's a little lighter, but it's the same tones. So I think I could get away with that. Actually, I'm going to try him on, and we're going to see what he looks like. So, he looks a lot lighter than his body, which is not, you know, the death sentence that you think it is. Especially considering I don't have another articulated body that this one fits, or that one fits, of our fashionista Kens. So maybe those will be the good ones. Let's see. If we cycle through the light, under normal light, they look pretty good. He's going to be a little bit lighter in the face, but we're just going to say he uses sunscreen. But yeah, I think those two, I'm happy with their tone. I don't know if this guy is going to be a much better match for him, but I think because he has the yellow undertone that I want, that's what I'm going to keep him at. So that's what those are. So if you, like me, were curious about the difference in quality of Integrity Toy versus Mattel, this is the quality. They are really high quality dolls. Like, they have molded fingernails that are just clearly evident. I mean, look at the bottom of their feet. Like, the toes are molded underneath. Like, that's a really good mold. So, I mean, they look good, in my opinion. Let me show you some of the clothes. I do have some Ken doll clothes somewhere around here. I gotta find them. Give me a quick second. Okay. So like both of these shirts would probably fit. These are from the other other ones that we've taken off lately. Let me show you how the shorts look. So these are like regular shorts from our fashion packs. Nothing stretchy about them. They're just Ken doll shorts. So they do go up, but because there's not any real stretch, you have to force that closed. But they look super cute, and it might actually be because these don't have enough stretch in this area because they're really tight. But I mean, that fits, and nobody would like look at you weird if you just didn't Velcro it in the back. But now let's compare that to a stretch short. I think I have a stretch short somewhere around here. No? Okay. I'm gonna have to see about possibly using one of the Barbie shorts. I don't know. I don't have any shorts available. So, but that's what they look like. Again, Ken pants are gonna be way too short because there's another, you know, inch of body that's not accounted for on these. But still very cute. If you wanted to, you could always just cut shorts off or pants off into shorts with dolls like this. But super cute, and I do love them. I'm actually just now thinking that this doll may be the perfect shade for this. So this doll and him are roughly the same shade. Now I haven't taken this Barbie Basics out yet, but I might to put him on this body. I haven't decided because look at the shades right there. It is almost a perfect match. So this may be a perfect match for the Barbie Basics number 17. And he's very cute. I got him in a bulk lot and I haven't put him on a body yet. But I think I want to keep him on here. So maybe I would order another one of these bodies. But I don't think I would order another one of these because, again, this is almost the Kira skin tone that we got, and this is new Hispanic. But that's what it's called. And this is, of course, the Fashion Royalty Black. So, I mean, for what they are, which is articulated doll bodies, they are top tier. Are they made to move? No. They're not really meant to be posed in a ton of positions. These are comparatively like runway bodies compared to real people bodies. Am I still glad that I ordered them to see what they were like? Yeah. Would I order more? Maybe, if I was also getting heads. I don't, because I feel like the cheapest dolls that I've seen from Integrity Toys start at like $150 for the guys, and that's when you buy them, I guess, like pre-orders. And then after that, they can go up to like $400 or $500, which is way out of my price range for dolls. But with these at $40, they were worth it for me to try and figure it out. I actually ordered these two in a second order because when I first was looking, because there were no pictures, it was all just names and colors, I didn't see the Fashion Royalty Homme. I just saw the Monarchs, which I knew was guys, and that was only the Nubian body, which is the darkest tone. But very cool. I am excited to have these, especially because it means I can put these two on heads that are actually, you know, very cute. So, if you've ever looked at a Integrity toy doll and thought, hey, how do those compare to a Made to Move? This is how. You know? You don't have as much range of motion in the elbows and the knees, but it's really good quality. The molds on the hands and the feet are super realistic, and I mean, they're awesome. They are a more expensive quality doll. That's what it is. Because most of the made-to-move Ken dolls are, even if they are signature dolls, they are still playline dolls. Most of them are meant to be picked up and posed and photographed and all of that. Whereas these, a lot of the focus on Integrity Toys dolls, I feel, comes in the clothes and the faces, and the bodies are more of an afterthought. They're posed to show off the clothes best. And when you buy a doll from Integrity Toys, like a full doll, they are beautiful. Like, they have really high quality clothing, beautiful faces, amazing makeup, and they come with accessories that are just, you know, leagues ahead of what Barbie does, even in the Barbie style dolls. So I just wanted to pick up these to figure out how they compare to a made-to-move doll. So if you enjoyed it, leave me a like. If it answered some questions for you, great. If you have more questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. I am still in the middle of my project series, which I did hit a snag, and my part number 4 is taking forever to upload to YouTube, so I'm going to have to try to resize the file to see if that helps. So that's going to take me a couple of days probably to work it out. So thanks for watching. As always, this has been Disney D Prince. Be good, y'all. Bye.